Okay, welcome to Rotary. We should start the way we always do with the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth?
Is it the truth?
Is it fair
Is
to
it
all
fair to all
concerned?
concerned?
Will it build
Will
goodwill and better
goodwill and better
friendships?
friendships?
Will it be
Will it
beneficial to all
beneficial
concerned?
All concerned.
And is it fun?
Is it fun?
Absolutely. On Zoom, it's fun. Messing up everything. All right. Mike Hazelwood, can you hear me? Are you able to lead us in prayer? Are you with us?
I think I can.
Yay!
Bow your heads and join me in prayer, please. Loving and gracious God, thank you for this day. Thank you for this club and all the wonderful things it does for our community and the world. On this Earth Day, thank you for the beauty and the bounty that this earth gives us, and may we protect it in all we can. And loving God, please bless this food to the nourishment of our bodies. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Wonderful job.
Ed Henson, you had your eyes open back there, by the way.
Lori, are you on? I don't know if I didn't get a chance to see everybody who came on during that last time. We'll come back if she joins us. Member spotlight. I don't know that I saw Ann either.
Yeah, Ann was trying to get on. She was having issues, Amber, so maybe we can come back to her if that's okay.
Absolutely. Yes, we sure can. But I'm going to check the waiting room and I don't see anybody. Oh, there she is. See if she can get on her quick. We'll come back. Student ambassadors, do you care to introduce yourselves and tell us what your plans are after graduating? I think you're
Hi,
on. Oh, perfect.
And I am currently undecided on where I'm going to go to college, but I know that I'm going to major in business and minor in market sales.
I'm Reed. I plan on going to University of Kentucky and major in finance.
I'm Michaela England. I plan on going to University of Kentucky and majoring in biology.
And I plan on going to the University of Kentucky, but I'm a major.
I'm Lauren Hubbard. I'm from Pennsylvania University and majoring in dentistry.
I'm Natalie Hutchinson. I'm overhead and majoring in physics and minoring in biology.
Awesome. Welcome. Welcome. I'm glad you made it. Now we will be in person May 6th. So let me know if you guys are going to be able to start coming in person. I'll give you the address and all the information that you need. So just let me know so I can make sure, one, we have food and we have a place for you.
We'll be attending in person.
Yay, that's awesome. Good. Our senior scholarships are closed, but if anybody knows a graduate, our scholarships are open through the 1st of May for a $2,500 scholarship. Our April month of service is for the Henderson Community Outreach, Henderson Christian Community Outreach. The first immediate need is on April 28th. They need time and talent for a 500 plus food box giveaway and a vaccine clinic possibly. And the second is they're needing some hotel ready foods. This would be anything ready to eat, such as ramen noodles, mac and cheese, pre-cooked meat. So that is what they're needing. And then again, May 6th, we're going to start in person at the Presbyterian Church right across from the library. We will follow the CDC guidelines and we will have Golden Corral back. So that's awesome news. Just an FYI, our district conference is Saturday, June 5th. If you plan to register, or if you plan to attend, please register, and then you'll get the Zoom link at that time. That's all I have. Ann, did you make it on? Are we able to introduce you and have you do the spotlight?
She is, yeah. And real quick, Amber, we will have a red badge training on May 6th as well at 11 a.m. in person.
Oh, perfect.
So for any of our red badge folks out there, hope to see you then at the Presbyterian Church. But we're very excited to have Ann Thrasher Boyd with us today for our member spotlight. Ann is just a wonderful community leader and community servant. She supports so many causes and often behind the scenes that people don't even know about. But if you know Ann's name is on it, then you know it's a worthwhile endeavor, certainly. And I'm proud to know her as a friend and certainly consider her a mentor, especially when I was with the Henderson Area Arts Alliance. So we're both in that group of former directors, right, Ann? But thank you so much, Ann, for letting us spotlight
That's
you.
right.
And I'll pass it over to you.
Thank you. And this is what happens when you only read half a text message. So, Alex, you might have to kind of help me out. What am I supposed to do?
Tell everybody about yourself, Ann, a little more, and then kind of your
Oh,
history with
there's so
Rotary.
much to know.
I know you're a past president of Rotary too. I forgot to mention that.
Yes, I am a past member or past president of Rotary. I'm practically a past member. I feel like it's been so long since I've been able to do a Zoom or attend a real meeting. But anyway, I love Rotary. I've always loved Rotary. My father was a Rotarian, a past president. He was in charge of the Kentucky Youth Rotary Exchange Program treasurer forever and ever and ever back. I remember he and Bucky Rash, which are names that probably no one today even recognizes. But when I became an agent, that was one of the things I wanted to make sure not follow in my dad's footsteps, just work-wise, but also as a Rotarian. So always believed in that. I have been involved in a lot of community things, but I will say that I now have 4 grandchildren, 13, 5, and twin 3-year-olds. So I have kind of stepped aside on a lot of responsibilities of serving on things to do what the right thing is, which is help my daughter with her children. It's kind of rough when you have them that young, and especially twins. So currently I'm only serving on the Easter Seals Rehabilitation Board. I just joined that board the end of last year. And that's a very important cause to me. I have some family members that have used their services, and Kelly Snyder's a dear friend of mine. So I'm glad to be able to serve in that role. Everything is going really well in my business, and I always am so blessed to have success in my business, which then allows me to be able to be generous in my community. So it's one of the reasons why I work really hard, is to make sure that I can in turn serve my community. So what else should I tell them, Alex?
Awesome. That's perfect. Thank you, Ann. Appreciate you.
And my husband, Brad, you know, he's the real hero in my family. So
yeah,
been with him been married 35 years. So.
That's awesome. Congratulations. And it's good to see you.
Good to see you. And I apologize. I have a meeting at 12:30.
I understand.
It's okay.
All right. And I can't wait for May 6th.
May 6th in person, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes.
Yay.
I'll be there.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So we've got everything. I think we can finally get to Mr. Warren. How long have you been the president at HCC? I apologize. I should have already asked that.
2 years in February.
Wow, time flies. I remember when you came to Rotary just when you had first started. So that's awesome.
It's been a whirlwind. I've really enjoyed it, and really enjoyed being a part of the community. And I have an obligation here. Well, first off, I wanted to give a shout out to those student ambassadors and congratulate them for surviving this this year, and have an obligatory, I guess, trying to do the dad thing and embarrass my daughter. So tell them that I was talking about Kendall. Tell Kendall I brought her up. She's a junior, and I always try to embarrass her where I can. So, but anyway, it's great to see the student ambassadors and everybody here today. And it's a pleasure being a part of the Rotary, and looking forward to sharing a little bit of things with you from HCC. We have a new system president, Ed. Gail had a little bit to do with that. We had an announcement. We have Dr. Paul Sarapata, who is the new president of our entire Kentucky Community and Technical College system. That was announced last night, and appreciate Gail's work and everything that she had. I know there was a lot of work to choose a new president, but I have a lot of respect for Dr. Sarapata, and it's a really good choice, and looking forward to working with him. I have a presentation. Let's see if I can pull that up and make sure you guys can see it. And I'm going to make sure I share the sound because I have a little bit of a righty. Can everybody see that okay?
Absolutely.
Great. Well, I'll just get right at it. I know kind of be mindful of your time. Of course, there's our campus. It's one thing I love about being on this campus is being near that pond every day. This is Community College Month, and I love these promos that we've been doing, College for the Real World. And just we're really proud of our students, and every April we get a chance to really do some showcasing of Community College Month. As you can see in our view book, that we showcase a number of different types of careers and options. You've got folks from IT and welding and the allied health fields, and just we serve so many. I'll get into that just a little bit, but I just love that picture. We have a number of programs. Now this may be a little bit small, but we have our business administration systems, interdisciplinary early childhood education, our 2+2 in Murray State, and elementary ed. Have many others, ag and industrial maintenance. Talk about that a little bit later, and welding, computer information technology. Healthcare is really big for us. Talk about that a little bit more, and then certainly the transfer function. We have great partnerships with our four-year universities and the Associate of Arts, Associate in Science, gives students a really solid first 2 years before they go on if they choose to transfer. I'm not going to go to all this. The main purpose that you're never supposed to put this much stuff on a slide, so everybody don't copy after this. But my main point of showing you this is that embedded within each one of those programs that I mentioned are a number of short-term credentials, and that's really important to what we do, because students don't have to even be here, for a full 2 years necessarily. I mean, there are many embedded certificates in a number of career areas that can get folks right into the workforce, and so we'd have those on the website, but there's just so many that I think folks don't often realize just how many of those short-term credentials that we offer. And the nice thing about it is they're stackable, from the certificates to the diploma to then the 2-year degree. We certainly enjoy helping students find their path at HCC. And we've recently partnered with Henderson Economic Development and the local school system to develop, along with the Workforce Coalition, of this infographic that just shows, we've been trying to promote this quite a bit. This one is geared toward manufacturing, but we're going to do others in the future, perhaps healthcare and others, but showing different types of certifications and pathways from the local school system through HCC and beyond. So I think that's really important to showcase. So you'll be seeing a lot more of that. We think we provide some real value. I mean, our tuition, the Kentucky resident tuition rate per hour is $179, which is less than half when you total that all up. You compare us to Murray State and Western UK, that $42.96 is significantly lower. So we probably saw our billboard right outside of Ellis Park near that, and we say half the class size, half the price, 100% of the education, so why pay more? And we feel really strongly about that. We do provide some value, and those students who want to continue to go on and have that residential experience, they certainly can, or right into the workforce. So they just got a lot of choices there. I want to thank all of you who have been a part of supporting in the past of establishing the Rotary Colonels to College Scholarship Endowment. This year, you can see right there, it's helping us to serve. We had 74 students on that scholarship in the fall and 57 in the spring, 82,984 that supported students during this academic year, and that's even during a COVID year. I'll share a little bit about how community colleges enrollments have been affected, and we just know that that since we serve folks of all ages, that they've really been impacted. You ask about how long I've been here, Eber, at the college. I just realized the other day that half of my tenure so far has been under COVID, so under a pandemic. So I don't think that was in the contract, but hey, we're all dealing with it. So we're all in this thing together, right? I want to promote the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship. It's funded by the lottery. And these 5 high demand fields of advanced manufacturing, business and IT, construction trades, healthcare, transportation, logistics. If a student were to choose any of those areas and that any of our 16 colleges offer, It's a last aid applied scholarship, but it's pretty much those are paid for. And so I think that's just a wonderful thing. My main message today is that cost should not be a factor because of with anybody wanting to pursue post-secondary education, regardless of the age, we're going to try to continue to increase the scholarship support for part-time and adult students. That's really our next goal of that philanthropic support and scholarships. But students, traditional age and beyond, just we will help students find a way to pay for their education, and so that should not be a barrier. Not going to go through all of this, but we always do annual priorities, and we want to continue to be efficient and reduce our expenses and increase revenue, improve our financial position overall. We're focused on student success. We're wanting to tell our story better. Those are really our big three priorities that we keep front and center with everybody on campus. But we have some special attention laser focus items. And one of those is our decennial review is this September. That's our accreditation, Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, Commission on Colleges. And so we will be hosting a site visit for our accreditation team this fall. That's important because it's a sign of quality, but it has been a total season of accreditation because you'll see a little bit later, show you some logos, but all of our allied health programs have been going through reaffirmation accreditation in their own areas. And we've done really well with that and really excited, but just proud that we're able to showcase quality. And of course, focused on healthy HCC initiatives and just refreshing and rebranding. I love showcasing our students. This is former students at Mallory Williams and our partnership with Murray State University, really promoting that you can start at HCC and finish at MSU. And our partners Heather Roy and Mary Steely, who they're located in the same building that I'm in right now, our regional campus. We're wonderful partners, and they are really growing here, and that's been important to our relationship. And their president, Dr. Jackson, I really appreciate how much he values the community colleges, and I just can't say enough good things about him. This is some data, just a quick glance at, we always get that from Murray State. We're really proud of that. It shows that our students the students that go on to Murray State compete as well on GPA, and most of the times better, as these statistics show, compared to the cohort groups that started at MSU as a freshman. And so I think that's just another sign of quality, and really proud of our students for that. A couple of things that we'd celebrate during the pandemic. Our retention rate from fall from 19 to 20 was among the highest in our system at 53%. We're really proud of that. And our new health sciences technology HST program, it doubled its enrollment from 24 to 42. And our transfer rate continues to be really strong, the 37.4 transfer into Ford University, which is really highest it's been since 2012. Adult education is an important part of our mission, and our Skills U is what that is affectionately known as. We're really proud of Gabrielle and all the students that work toward their GED. That's something as we're able to get out and during this pandemic and restart some of that outreach and be able to get, we've got a program out at AKZ and other locations, and we're ramping those back up. So it's really nice to get back out and be able to increase the GED numbers. But always when a student gets a GED, I'm really proud of them, and it's great to see them continue on at HCC. We're really excited about our new bookstore. Look forward to invite you 11 o'clock Monday. We partnered with the chamber, and they're doing a chamber ribbon cutting on our campus, and it's exciting. We've been holding off on this for a long time because we wanted to be able to have a crowd. But Barnes & Noble College operates our bookstores. They're wonderful partners. And if you want to get a sweatshirt, if you're wanting to do some Christmas birthday shopping, you can get the Barnes & Noble gift cards in there, and you can expend them in there. And they also have some things that are non-textbook. So we're proud of this. And I think our message too is that reminding people it's kind of a hidden gem in our community. We do have a Barnes & Noble in Henderson. It's a nice thing to have. And so there's the chambers on the chamber website. They're promoting that ribbon cutting, which we're really excited about. And right where those arrows are pointing that's where we're going to have it. That's tents and just inside that glass-skinned areas where that new bookstore is located. We had to move it there because in 2017, this student services building was declared really, I guess, past its usable life. And so we closed it in summer 2020, slated for demolition. And eventually, I think we have some dreams of eventually having a covered pavilion and outdoor student engagement and just the whole college family space there overlooking the lake. But we're really trying to reestablish our student hub of activity. And there's some of these projects I'm going to share that I'm really excited about moving forward, really concentrating and picking up and replacing some of the things that we had lost by closing this facility. Certainly Health at HCC, the CPAP Pathfinder there, we're still wearing masks, and as everybody is. But we were able to, on March 26th, finally do a celebration of our cohort, our COVID class of 2020. We did the social distancing thing, but we one at a time went through and celebrated with families. And that's commencement's my favorite time of the year. I'm excited that May 6th and 7th, we're going to do a 2-day affair and really spread it out and give those families in small groups the attention that they deserve, where they can go across the stage. And so the lessons we learned from the May 26th event, we're putting into practice on 6th and 7th. So that was a great event. So we're going to make this one even better. And it's going to be live streamed and on social media. So really excited about that. But I enjoy seeing students get excited. Certainly the arts are important in our community, and the Preston Arts Center and all of our many arts partners there. We held a virtual art summit, and we continue our conversations, looking forward to opening that venue back up. We're able to do some small things right now with rentals and things, but just so excited about the new season with the Henderson Area Arts Alliance and what we're going to be able to do there. Stacy House is our new community liaison, and I know many of you know her, and she really provides that customer service that is really important to that operation. And of course, Steve McCarty, he's the Wizard of Oz genius going on in the background. He pulls things off and makes these productions go well. So just a great team, we think. So looking forward to showcasing their work. And just some little things. During the pandemic, we used some private funds, and we had some trees to pass away or died and need to be replaced. And we've spent some time with some upgraded landscape. And I need to update that photo because now all those new trees the leaves are out and looks really nice. So just trying to do a few things like that. Back a year ago in 2019, December of 2019, we had a energy audit for the first time in 10 years for the entire campus. And we've been able to do a number of projects through what's called the Energy Savings Performance Contract. And that is allowing us to replace all lights, interior and exterior, with LEDs. So we're much more efficient. Again, that's kind of what we're trying to do there, and replace some chillers and boilers and things. But this is a scene of what the enhanced lighting, the night scene on our campus now, and a very important art sculpture that we have on campus that Oval provided years ago. There's a theme there. I hope you can see that. Fear and hate are no match for love and optimism. And that's Don Gummer. As I understand it, it's Meryl Streep's husband, and who's the sculptor for that sculpture. And we're just really proud of that on our campus. And I love seeing that message as I'm walking around campus. And 3 things that we've talked a lot about just during surviving the pandemic is be kind, be compassionate, and extend grace. And those are lessons that we try to share with each other and support each other as we get through this. Really excited about a new pharmacy technology program, certificate that we're going to be offering for the first time this fall. So if you know anybody that's interested in doing that, they will join the new space in our medical assisting area that used to be the old dental lab and dental program. And I'm really excited about our medical assisting program too, because it continues to grow. Deaconess hired every single one of our medical assisting graduates this last time. They almost hired every one of our nurses, but they've got a few others that compete with them on that. But really proud of our allied health programs. We partnered with MCC, Massville Community College. They wrote a grant for CDL, and they invited us to be a part of that. And so we're doing that together. And that's something that our community really has needed. And I think it's just an example of how our community and technical colleges are working together. We're not out to to compete as much as we are to try to serve our communities. And Owensboro Community Technical College is another example of that, in that they have a surgical tech program which we promote. For the folks here can get their basics and then move on to the surgical tech, and they don't have the medical lab technician program that we have, so they're promoting in the reverse of that. So we just really try to promote each other's programs, and I think it just helps our state be more efficient and continue to serve our entire region and community. There's our seal of approval from the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools. And those are all the different bodies that we've dealt with this past year with our different accreditation with nursing, medical assisting. DACLS is the medical lab tech program, which we're really proud of too. And of course, I already mentioned SACS. Always like to feature a couple of our students, and this is one of our former graduates of our medical lab technician program who, even though most of them are hired here in our community, we've got one working at Norton in Louisville. So our graduates are everywhere. I mentioned medical assisting, and this was a grant that we got from the Old National Bank Foundation to help us to re-equip our medical assisting program. And it was going through that accreditation process too. So that was really timely and allowed us to showcase that program. So, and some of the investment that the community's made in that program. So that was really helpful to it. I'm always concerned about student debt. I do not want higher ed to saddle our students in our community with debt. Student loan debt is it's something it's a big challenge. So our students really don't come away with that much debt across our system, and very few do. And those that do, it's something like less than $4,000. It's very rare. And then those who have that debt, I'm really proud that we are one of the lowest cohort default rates. It's 2 years in arrears the way it's calculated, but you can see there, very low percentage. And again, I think that's just something that we value here. See, the national average is 15.9. We're below the national average, and one of the lowest cohort default rates in our entire system. Certainly coronavirus has been front and center, but I'm proud that we never closed. We just pivoted. We transitioned in the spring a little bit and continued online. We followed the various guidelines and all, and we've just continued to increase a little bit more and more from face-to-face. We've offered the face-to-face, hybrid, and online this past spring. Offered many choices. Those hybrid courses really work well too, I think, for working adults. And this fall, we've increased our fall or face-to-face offerings even more. So looking forward to maybe getting things back to normal a little bit more. Some of our CARES Act funds that we've received, we've entered an arrangement with tutorme.com, and they're providing some online tutoring in many subjects. And this is something that's really supporting. It's just another support of our students, and have that online tutoring in addition to the one-on-one that they get from our faculty. This is an article from the New York Times as pandemic has hit the community college enrollment hard. And we faced that. We've had double-digit drops the past 3 semesters, and that is a national trend. And really what we've seen is lower income, first-generation, underrepresented minority students have felt that the most. So what we're looking forward to seeing is as the students that we serve don't have so many things on their plate, summer and fall starting to look a lot better. And so we're really encouraged by what we're seeing. But these past 3 semesters, as with many things, folks have been challenged in a number of areas. One thing that another opportunity we're going to have is thanks to the Cook Foundation and our partners with Gibbs and Audubon, we've got a $50,000 contribution to create a underrepresented minority diversity scholarship. Dr. Michelle Chappelle is our DEI coordinator, diversity, equity, inclusion, as well as our computer information technology program coordinator as well. And there's Dr. Renee Wagner, our provost, as well as Brian Hawks from Audubon and Greg Risch from Gibbs. But we were able to match this $50,000 with the KCTCS endowment match program. So that'll end up being a $100,000 endowment that we will be able to take those earnings and offer those diversity scholarships to students, because we feel strongly that opportunities are for all at HCC, and we want to reach everyone we can. Real quickly, just we do monitor what our students, why they withdraw. And we compared that with our 15 sister institutions across KCTCS, and we're a little bit different. I think our students are more, you can see the 31.2% personal and academic concerns are really the two highlights there. But we do in a lot of the personal, some of that's just mental health. And I think that's a common theme across higher ed in general. But we do monitor this, and we know our students have faced a lot. And so we continue to tweak and reach out and do everything we can to continue to support those students. I'll go through, I've got some enrollment numbers, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it. Just that for the summer, you can see from 18 and 19, we were back up with a positive trend, and then last summer with COVID, some drops there. Continued to be our diversity continues to increase. We've got a good mix there with Henderson, Union, Vanderburgh, Webster. This is summer. For fall, you can see there how we've been impacted by COVID. Another thing is we lost all of our Earl C. Clements Job Corps students. That's a pretty significant number of students to enroll with us, and I'm so excited. They're coming back 30 at a time every 3 weeks. So we talk to them all the time. Hey, we want your students back, and we enjoy having them on our campus. You can see fall continue to get more and more diversity in our student body. Really strong in Vanderburgh and Webster there, in addition to Henderson and Union. And let's see, for this past spring, similar trends with, you can see the diversity of our spring and the age. And really what we've seen, we're very strong in our traditional age population, and it's that 25 plus population that we've really got to focus on, as we know. Got some vacancies. Anybody wants to join our team? We've got some biology faculty position, a business affairs assistant, and I'm really excited about our Hispanic Latino recruitment specialist. That whole outreach program is being funded privately, and Edwin Prius has been in that part-time position for a while, privately funded, as I said. He's done a really good job for us. It's kind of an opportunity to move to California. So he's hanging on with us for a little bit until we can fill it. And then he's got an opportunity in California he couldn't pass up. But he's really made some inroads, and that's another point of emphasis that we're trying to make to diversify our campus. Career services, if you follow our social media, we're always posting career in our community as a service to the community. I'm going to pop through here just a little bit more. HCC fame, you've heard our apprenticeship program and in industrial maintenance and advanced manufacturing. We've placed every single one of those students into maintenance positions, both in 2019 as well as in 2020. So really proud of that. These are some of our HCC fame sponsors who take our students in the work and learn program, apprenticeship style. And those are some of the companies who've hired our graduates. Just something we're really, really proud of. There's Justin Russellberg from Audubon. I always like to give him a shout out. And then we do customized training as well in a number of areas here. And so that's something that we've worked. We do trains funding programs in special areas like with Audubon, with Fluid Power and Shamrock, Excel, doing welding with Hercules right now. So a lot of different customized training opportunities. Trying to upgrade our signage a little bit. Just the building I'm in, administration used to be the front door of the campus, and now it's more the Sullivan Technology Center. So we're trying to do a little bit better job of focus on our front door. We've got some tired wayfinding signage, and since we've moved some things around, as you heard me talk about in first week of June, we've got a whole series of new signage that's going to be installed on our campus. That's a whole lot of double-sided different signs, but anyway, you can get a sense of what's going to happen. So we're really excited about those kind of things, just sort of refresh a little bit. And already talked about we're reimagining campus life in this post-student center building world. And then actually post-pandemic, because we know the supportive relationships are very important. So having that student hub, even though we have a good mix of online and in person, we definitely want to be able to support students there. And then one of the things I'm really excited about is in the AT building on that upper left-hand picture that you're seeing there, that's where our Audubon Head Start preschool is. The infant toddler is over in the A&S building, which is the other picture. And we're working to renovate the first floor of that A&S building and put all of our Autumn Head Start healthcare, childcare in that facility, along with our early childhood education program. And they work together on a lot of things. And then we're going this prime real estate that's right down the hallway from our new bookstore. We're going to turn that into, with a generous private gift that we've received of $25,000 to renovate that space for student engagement and turn that into another one of those areas of space. I won't go through all of this, but let's see, another support from the Cook Foundation. But that's that space that's overlooking the lake that will, I'm hoping by the end of the year, first of next year, this will be a space, a new hub of student engagement activity, game room, student study area, and right down the hall from our bookstore and where we're moving food services. We're putting an RFP back out for a vendor, a new vendor for food services. And so just creating that new student hub is something that we're really excited about making a change there. Probably saw last week, we opened our care center and we've got some great partners. And I made a statement when I first came that my first impression of HCC was it's small enough to care, big enough to serve. And the campus sort of picked that up a little bit. And they've used that in design with this new care center. And so it's a place where we know that some students have food insecurity and personal hygiene products and that sort of thing. We have great partners with Henderson Christian Community Outreach. We do the backpack program with the school system. So we just see all those kinds of things working together and to support, because we know sometimes our students have a rough time and we want to be there for them and be concerned. There's Jennifer, appreciate the and Rotary for the check that was presented. Again, that's one of those things that supports our Hispanic Latino outreach program. And I do have a 1 minute little video here that I want to, do I have time? This is Arnulfo Martinez, and he works at Agaves, and we had a statewide video contest, and he actually has won this thing. It got 1,877 votes. So I just want you to hear this minute. There's a minute 30 seconds. You got that time. Make sure.
My name is Arnulfo Ayala. I live in Henderson, Kentucky. I would like to get my associate's degree on business administration, and then I would like to get transferred to become an accountant. I want to be able to help so many people in the future, and I want this community, including you, to feel proud of me. Giving up is not an option for me. I like working hard and get results. I work full-time in a restaurant where even our president goes to eat. He has seen me working every day for 8 hours, and I still don't give up. I never get tired, and I will never get tired of learning and making of my community a better place. This is my other motivation, my mom and my family. I want to make them proud, and I will. My family, I will make them proud. Making of my community a better place and make of this country a better place is what motivates me to go to school every day, to work every day, and never give up. I hope you can vote for me and share this video. Thank you.
If that doesn't pull at the heartstrings, I don't know what does. And I think that's the spirit of what Rotary does in making our community a better place. So we're really proud of our students, and I'll be quiet now, and I appreciate the opportunity to share a little bit about HCC. And it's just an honor to be a part of this community and be at HCC and a Rotarian.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And what you've done with HCC, it's good. I started there. I did the 2 years there before I went to USI, and seeing some of those pictures of the building brings back memories. I want to see what the new bookstore looks like compared to what it looked like when I was there just a few years ago. Are there any questions?
You know, I don't have a question, Amber, but Jason, it's when you said something about the debt of your students and it being in the top I mean, in a good top there, with a low amount of debt. I hope that the Bank On class that we teach to your first year experience students out there, I hope that that is helping them get to that level of little bit of debt. Okay.
I absolutely know it makes a difference. And you know, that's every day I find new connections of people doing things, and they're helping our students in some way. And that's what's exciting. I don't know how many of you know anything about Dave Ramsey, but I implemented a program, one of his programs in our student orientation course back when I was at the previous campus. So that financial literacy is something that is so very, very, very important, and appreciate the work that you're doing with that.
Amber, just a comment, if I may. Dr. Warren has really been a breath of fresh air, not only for the community college, but our whole community. He and Paige are both such community-oriented people, and you see them out and about and attending Rotary Club meetings and other functions, and it's just been a great change of pace. So appreciate your leadership, Dr. Warren, and thanks for all you do.
I thank all of you. Appreciate that.
All right, any others? Again, thank you for joining us today. Sorry about the technical issues at the beginning of the meeting. I don't know what happened. I'm glad. I was worried that it was going to drop in the middle of your presentation. So I'm really glad that we got this far. So I hope everybody has a good day, and we will see you next week, our last full Zoom. So have a good one. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thanks,